Welcome to the Super Memory for Schools program. My name is Hun Sun Nim. I'm from Hung Vung High School. I will be your guide in the 12th grade physics curriculum. Let's get started. Chapter 1, Lesson 1, Harmonic Oscillation. As you know, the first lesson of the program, or the first lesson of each chapter, is very important. It contains basic concepts that help us go into details of the lesson. This lesson is quite long, quite focused. You should watch these clips over and over again to understand the basic knowledge. First, what is harmonic oscillation? You've already known about oscillation. The motion that repeats over and over is called oscillation. When an object moves back and forth, it is called oscillation. And among different types of oscillations, existing a very beautiful oscillation called the harmonic oscillation. So what is the harmonic oscillation? Please take a look at this picture. I'll place a mass point M that moves on the unit circle in positive direction. Pay attention and observe projection of P on the horizontal x-axis. When the mass point M rotates on the unit circle, its shadow is printed on the x-axis. It makes an oscillation, right? An oscillation, it turns around to the point 0. The oscillation of P means that point P will make an oscillation around point O, between the two boundaries point B and point B prime. It is the diameter of this circle. Let's go into details. We consider this point M moving with a rotational speed that is omega in the trigonometric direction. What is positive direction? It is counterclockwise. The mass point M will rotate with an angular speed of omega, counterclockwise. I name the radius r of this circle as A. Then, when it spins, it must start at a starting point. At the beginning of rotation, it is at the point M0. The angle M0, OX, is the given angle. We consider that we've already found the starting point. When t equals 0, it lies here. Now we'll press the play button to make it rotate. It will rotate on the circle, and within a certain time, it will move to point M. You see? After a period of time t, it'll move to point M. And so this is MOX angle. I'll set as angle alpha, which is the original angle plus the additional angle of rotation. In a uniform circular motion, the additional rotation angle is equal to angular speed multiplied by the time. The additional rotation angle here is omega. The rotational speed multiplies by the time t. Thus, the entire MOX angle is the angle omega t plus phi. Therefore, the projection of M on the OX axis is the point P. The coordinates of this point P are determined as follows. According to the definition of the cosine function, x is the magnitude of OP line segment that equals to the radius r of this circle multiplies by the angle omega t plus phi. Angle alpha is the whole big angle. The angle which is symbolized with these two arches is the angle alpha. And so, OP equals r times cosine of alpha. I substitute omega t plus phi for the angle alpha. Then I'll get the following expression of x. As time goes on, the coordinate value of the point P on the OX axis will change in the form of a mathematical function like this, a times the cosine of omega t plus alpha. The graph of the cosine function omega t plus alpha, or the graph of the sine function omega t plus alpha, is very beautiful. Mathematicians call it the harmonic function. So we can say this oscillation is harmonic oscillation. If its coordinates are a harmonic function of time, it's harmonic oscillation. I'll repeat the definition. Thus, the harmonic oscillation is the oscillation described by the function omega t plus phi. That a, omega, and phi are constants. You've already known these senses of these quantities. X is the coordinate. In oscillation, this coordinate is distance away from the equilibrium position is called the displacement. Displacement is the distance away from the equilibrium position. A is the largest value of x, right? The cosine function is bounded between -1 and 1. Thus, this function x is bounded between -a and positive a. When the object reaches the p side boundary, it is plus a. It reaches the p prime side boundary, then it is minus a. By convention, a must be a positive number because it is the radius of the circle. According to my earlier clip, omega is the speed of rotation. It is called angular speed in uniform circular motion. In oscillation, it is called angular frequency. Omega is not a positive number by convention. When t is 0, where is the mass point? We will have this alpha at any time t. This whole alpha angle is equal to omega t plus phi. It is called the phase of oscillation. Phi is a Vietnamese word for phase. For English and from French, the phase of oscillation is the MOX. So when t is 0, where is angle alpha? That angle is called the initial phase, correct? When t is 0, you substitute t by 0, then the phase of oscillation is equal to phi. so phi is the initial phase of the oscillation. Definition is very important. The names of the quantities are also important, so please remember it. If an object moves according to cosine function, then it is in harmonic oscillation.